TI. Today, we are going to learn about combustion. Did you know? What is combustion? If not, then let's find out. What is combustion? Combustion is a chemical process in which a substance burns in the presence of oxygen, producing heat and light. Sometimes we may not see the light, but heat is always present. Let's observe this in practical. Take a piece of paper and bring it close to a flame. What do you observe? You observe that the paper starts burning. This is combustion. Let's find out why this is called combustion. Paper, a substance. Light sometimes may not appear. Heat. Air in the atmosphere contains oxygen. You may also have a question. Is a lighted candle also an example of combustion? Yes, it is also an example of combustion, as it produces heat and light in the presence of oxygen. Now, let's see another example. Take a small stone. Bring it close to fire. Does the stone start burning? No. Did you know why the stone didn't burn? This is why all substances are categorized into combustible and non-combustible substances. We can say that substances which burn in the presence of oxygen and produce heat and light are called combustible substances. And the opposite of this, substances which do not burn in the presence of oxygen are called non-combustible substances. Now, can you classify the following substances among combustible and non-combustible substances? 1. Iron. 2. Very thin copper wire. 3. Wooden stick. 4. Soil. Give your answer in the comments. There are also some liquids and gases that are combustible in nature. Example: kerosene, diesel, petrol, natural gas, etc. Now, can you say whether water is a combustible substance? If yes, why? Or no, then why? Give your answer in the comments. Types of combustion. On the basis of the conditions in which combustion takes place, there are 3 types of combustion. 1. Rapid combustion. 2. Spontaneous combustion. 3. Explosion. Let's understand what rapid combustion is. When a combustible substance burns at high speed, producing a very large amount of heat and light in a short period, it is called rapid combustion. Some examples of rapid combustion are burning of a candle, as when we bring a burning matchstick near it, it starts burning immediately. Burning of a gas stove is also an example of rapid combustion. Spontaneous combustion. In this type of combustion, a substance burns on its own without any involvement of external heat. Some examples of spontaneous combustion are burning of sodium. We all know that when sodium is kept in open air, it reacts with oxygen and produces heat on its own. Forest fires are also an example of spontaneous combustion. Explosion. When a combustible substance burns suddenly, releasing a large amount of gases, heat, light, and sound, it is called an explosion. Some examples of explosions are explosion of firecrackers. When we light firecrackers, an explosion occurs with the evolution of heat, light, and sound. Conditions necessary for combustion. There are 3 conditions necessary for combustion. 1. The presence of combustible substances. The presence of combustible substances like paper, petrol, etc. is necessary for combustion. 2. The presence of a supporter of combustion is necessary. The only supporter of combustion is oxygen. Without this, combustion can't take place. 3. Attainment of the ignition temperature of the combustible substance. Some combustible substances, like wood and coal, they are solid fuels, but they do not start burning suddenly. They need a certain temperature to start burning. Example: when we take a piece of wood close to fire, it doesn't start burning at that time. It needs some time to catch fire. These 3 conditions are also called the triangle of fire. Let's test whether we can burn anything or ignite fire without the triangle of fire. First, we are going to see whether combustion can take place without oxygen or not. Take a candle, matchsticks, a glass, and a plate. Light the candle and stand it on the plate. Now cover the candle with the glass. You can observe that the candle stops burning after some time. This happens because the oxygen present in the glass has been used by the candle during burning, and after that, there is no oxygen to continue burning. Now we are going to see whether combustion can take place without reaching the ignition temperature of the combustible substance. Take a paper cup and fill it with water. Now, heat the paper cup with a burning candle or any burning material. You can observe that the paper cup does not burn. This happens because the paper is unable to attain its ignition temperature to start burning. And the last, combustible substance, which we have already seen earlier. In conclusion, we can say that without the triangle of fire, combustion can't take place. Thanks for watching.